Welcome to Turmeric and Tequila with your host, Kristen Olson. Questioning a better way, one gracefully disruptive conversation at a time.
Welcome to Turmeric and Tequila. I'm excited to be with you here today. We've got a quick, fun one coming in at you. 2025 is wild and it'll probably continue to be so. So I'm coming at you with a solution for all your woes. And it's about dogs. Like, go get a dog in your life. I'm going to break down some science on it, but dogs have saved my life. They can save yours. Doesn't mean you have to own one. You just get around them. But animals are the key. They are the most pure, beautiful, wonderful thing. So we're going to unpack it, the science side of it. Before we do that, I want to give a special thank you to our sponsors, Colorado Clownfish Swim School, where they believe in life skills through sports. So go waterproof your family today. You can check them out at coloradoclownfish.com. And our very own Declan James watches. They are local and veteran owned, and 10% of all their proceeds go back to the Navy SEAL Foundation. So go check them out. If you know me, you know that I have 3 rescue dogs. I wish I had 100. I would love to get one more. It's a lot. I'm coming off of a camping trip where it was just me and the 3 dogs and a group of my friends. And it was amazing seeing them in the wilderness and how beautiful it is for me to be in nature, but also see animals in nature, like where they're from and where they're supposed to be. My dogs do like the luxury of a car and a warm bed and food straight from the counter, but they roughed it this weekend and they did a good job. They slept in a tent. So these little city beasts had some nature time and it was amazing. But I think so many people sleep on how much animals are healers. So if you're in a space where you don't know what to do, maybe your therapy's not working, your humans aren't showing up, or whatever it is, go lean on animals. I cannot say how much my dogs have impacted my life. Cleo was my first dog. I got her at 30. I think I was 35. She's 10. She's almost 11. So we've been through a lot. And she was there on like some of my rougher days, like breakdown, breakthrough in business and fitness and life. And she was a constant. I'm not going to cry on this episode, but I could, on how wonderful their energy and their unconditional love is. Every dog owner can probably say, or every dog owner should say, that their dog has impacted their life. And it's like one of the things that they can go to when it's good, when it's bad. Like, no matter what, when you come home, that dog is excited to see you. And if you have multiple, if you have 3 of them, all the better. It's so much, but there is every ounce of energy and investment that goes into my animals is more than deserving. I wish I could show up for them more, just for all the things they provide for me, because it is just such a magical and special relationship. So if you haven't had a dog, or maybe just you're not in a space in life where you can have a dog, you live in an apartment, or you just don't have the schedule or the timing, I really encourage you to go see a friend's dog, pet a dog in the park, go volunteer at a shelter and just be around animals. And that energy exchange without words is truly, truly healing. Not to mention all of our service dogs that are genuinely trained to show up and save lives and serve on the daily. It's really incredible. I was actually with a little girl this weekend, and she was, I think, 8 or 9, and she has an emotional support animal. And hearing this young human talk about the importance of this animal in their relationship, I mean, I didn't want to cry in front of her, because she's probably like, who's this weird old girl talking about this? But it was just so beautiful to hear this little human talk about this really special relationship in her life. So animals save, don't kill bugs, go save dogs, animals, cats, pets, anything. Let's be kind to our animals. I want to give you some facts, not just my own personal opinion, on why dogs are so beneficial. I'm here for cats too. You don't have to be a dog or a cat person. I love both. In fact, I would have a bunch of cats too if my dog Cleo would not eat them, but she would. She's kind of the queen, Cleopatra, and she's not going to. Actually, all 3 of them would want to. I had chickens at one point, which were awesome. I suggest that too. You do need to have space, and if you're doing the urban thing, you need to have the cage locked up. I had raccoons get into the cage once. There's a whole podcast there. But having that experience of picking up eggs every day and just being amongst other living beings were really incredible. So go lean into that. And I would say, if you're thinking about starting a family or having a child of your own, step 1, get a dog. Like, go have that experience first. Just the practice of caring after another thing. And, maybe start with a plant if you're really new, and making sure you can water the plant. Cause I know some humans are like, yeah, I'm going to have a kid. I'm like, okay, why don't you start with a cactus? Like a low energy, low requirement plant, and go there, and then go to animal, maybe something like a goldfish, and then work your way up to human, like cactus, goldfish, easier animal, maybe like a gerbil or something, and then go to dog and then human. There's my unsolicited non-doctor advice. But here's health benefits, life-saving impact of dogs. They lower the risk of death. Okay, we're starting out strong here. Dog owners have a 24% lower risk of all-cause mortality compared to non-dog owners, according to the 2019 meta-analysis of 3.8 million people. This is from the American Heart Association. Heart health, dog owners have 31% lower risk of dying from heart attack or stroke if they live alone. That's from the AHA journal Circulation. I can tag all this. Stress reduction, petting a dog for just 10 minutes significantly reduces cortisol. My health and fitness humans read this. The stress hormone, which is cortisol, lowering long-term health risks. And this is from the Washington State University. An exercise boost, dog owners are 4 times more likely to meet daily physical activity guidelines, which dramatically cuts risk of obesity, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. This is from the CDC. I always say this, like if you have the time, energy, and space in your living situation and you want to lose weight, go get a dog. Just the daily walk alone makes you take the emphasis off the physical fitness for you, and it goes along something that's fun, and you have a partner and a companion to go get that daily exercise, and it's a game changer. I know tons of people that wanted to lose weight and got a dog, did not change anything except the dog walks, and lost a ton of weight. Not to mention their mental health went through the roof because of the companionship, taking care of another thing, having responsibility, and just getting outdoors on the daily. It can truly be a life changer. I understand there's responsibility around dog ownership, so don't adopt unless you are truly ready to commit. But if you can find space in your life, I promise you, everything you give, you will get back tenfold, in addition to mental and physical health. So here's mental health benefits: depression and anxiety. Interacting with dogs increases oxytocin, serotonin, and dopamine, neurochemicals linked to happiness. Studies show dog owners are less likely to experience depression. PTSD and trauma. Veterans with service dogs report a 50% reduction in PTSD symptoms compared to those without. And this is from the National Institute of Health. Loneliness, dog companionship is linked to a 40% decrease in social isolation among older adults. This is from the Journal of Aging and Health. I can personally say this is a single female, and particularly in the past 10 years when I've been single and going through hard things, having my dogs were a game changer. And I hate to say it at this point as I get older, like socially, if I could choose to hang out with my dogs or go out socially, like, I'm fun and I love tequila and partying and those things. But a lot of the time, if I could stay home and just hang out with my dogs, I am completely content. We are our own little pack, and I love it. So not only does it fill my lonely heart at times, and hopefully theirs, but it's actually like my preference. So I don't know, a therapist somewhere can unpack that, but I'm here for it. Like, I love hanging out with my dogs. If you watch my social media, you know this to be true. Dogs as lifesavers in action. Medical alert dogs detect seizures, diabetic crashes, and heart irregulations sometimes 30 minutes before symptoms show, giving people time to act. This is from the Diabetes UK Epilepsy Foundation. That's incredible. Like, imagine how wonderful dogs are on the surface level, and then they are literally saving lives. I know we know this because it's around us all the time, but like, you really stop and think about it, they can predict and detect that 30 minutes prior to something happening. That's unbelievable. ChatGPT, where you at? Search and rescue dogs have served thousands of lives worldwide during disasters, 9/11, earthquakes, hurricanes. We see this on all the news coverage. It's wild that dogs can run into the worst situations without any hesitation just to do their job. They are truly selfless beings. They are absolutely perfect. Therapy dogs in hospitals help rescue recovery time, improve pain tolerance, and even lower blood pressure during treatment. When you see our dogs going, particularly like kids' cancer wards and stuff like that, you can just see the energy elevate, even via video or social media. It's pretty magical how awesome they are. In summary, dogs don't just make life better. They literally help us live longer, healthier, and happier lives. From lowering heart attack risk to detecting medical emergencies to pulling people out of depression or isolation, dogs are real 4-legged lifesavers. So this is just a quick little upper lifter, life-loving, dog-loving podcast. To all my fellow dog lovers, like, I know you're out there with me. Go share the love. And if somebody's out there seeking for something for your mental or physical health, or just something a little bit more meaningful in your life, and your world can hold space for it responsibly, consider adopting an animal or a pet or a dog or a cactus if you're new, and share your life with something that's really important that will give you more than 110% in return. I'm a massive advocate for adopting versus shopping. People have fear around adopting rescue dogs. I have 3, and I would not change any piece of it. I plan to have many more in my world and eventually maybe start a rescue or something. I don't know. But my rescues I've worked with, Cleo's was Ref Rescue, Colette was Colorado Puppy Rescue, and Coda was Mile High Lab Mission. He has one shred of lab in him, but all three of the rescues I worked with were phenomenal, highly responsible. I recommend all three of them. We're out here in Colorado, but we are a dog loving state out here in Colorado. So we have more than enough dogs to go around. There's the shelters. We just cleared them out recently whenever this podcast airs, but there's always a need. So go adopt a dog, find space in your life. And again, you will get so much more out than you put in, and our world needs it. And sometimes it's good. Just get away from the news, get away from social media. Just go hang out with your dog or your cat or whatever it is. So I love you. I love my dogs. I love dogs. I love dog people. Even better filter. CrossFitting dog lovers. We can go on, but go pet animals. I love you. Check us out wherever you get your podcasts. Love on our sponsors, Colorado Clownfish. They are facilitating life skills through sports. Go waterproof your family today at coloradoclownfish.com. Check us out on YouTube. We are everywhere else social media, and join our newsletter weekly that comes at you with inspiring fun and mindfulness all over the place. Have a great day. We'll chat with you soon. Cheers.
Thank you for joining Turmeric and Tequila with your host, Kristen Olson. Tune in next time, and don't forget to subscribe on Apple, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.